ET here coming at you with the pre-market prep, so let's get to it. All right, so yesterday we finally got a little bit of a drop there after that 605 reject that we'd been kind of eyeing in the pre-market prep yesterday. We had some bearish flow, but it wasn't across the board till later in the day. We were kind of mixed for a good portion of the day, but ended up getting that. We're about 600 in the pre-market session. We'll check everything else here in a second to see where that lines out. Had our first red decks in a while, kind of just get sporadic ones with lots of up as we've gone along. So we'll see how that all pans out today. Now, whale targets. Bit of a change. We had some 570 and some 585 down below. Now we're at 605 to 590 with some support at 600. We're right below that support in the pre-market session at 599. Customers are completely neutral now, have slid into just a tiny little sliver there. Jumping into our dark pools, we had some SIG prints at 605.6, 605.1. Mark those on your charts as important points of price contention. Funny, those came in yesterday, and then we went down from there, Largest DAG has moved down to 589. It keeps kind of trickling down. Moved up a little bit, a few bucks over the weekend, throughout the week, and then right back down to 589. So we're pretty far away from that. Mark all of these on your charts as important points of price contention. Moving along to our gamma. Ag says the same thing as before. 605 down to 598 is the really big range that we have. We lose 598 and then we see 591. Biggest pull on the board right now is still 600. Obviously getting over 605 would be all the way to 630, which would be absolutely insane. Let's check today's gamma and see what that looks like for us now as well. So today's gamma is a little bit clean, actually, not too bad. Still shows an upper repel up at 610. 602 now is a tiny repel, and then down here to 594, biggest pull is 600. So we break 602, we've really got room to 605, potentially 610, which is around what we saw in the ag as well, but we cannot break 602, and we do have room down to 594. We've got some sizable pulls to the downside today, but biggest is still sitting at 600. Pretty easy look. Really just want to see if we cannot break this level. We want to see if we can get down to here with bearish flow. We want to see if we can break over this and get into that 605 on some bullish flow. That's all for now. Everybody have a good day. Stay safe out there and go get that Oprah money.